Apparently some streaming issues, but I think we have them corrected. 8:31 to play. Pens lead 1-0. The Barons in the right side. A nice dangle there, broken up by the Pens defense, though. Back through center comes the Pens. It's a volley with a hard shot to the glove side. Kid's got a cannon on him. Barons look to break out. Like I said, working on a couple stream things, so audio might be in and out a bit. The Barons are in offsides.
Good now.
So a recap, a goal from Luka Zacci from the wall off of the Baron goalie skating into the net is the difference in the game. 1-0 Pens lead 7:58 to play, period number 1. In behind the net, it's the defenseman Stillwagon coming away after a battle there, and he's up the left wing side nicely. Poke checked by a Baron, and they come the other way, but cut off by Lohr. Lohr plays it up for Zacci, kept in at the blue line. The Barons play it to the middle. 3 Barons there, unable to get a hold of it. Played up and out by the Pens. I'm going to go quiet here for 2 seconds. All right, it was in behind the Pens net as they look to break out. Cut off by the Barons. They got on the left wing side. A shot off the chest to Helsel. Played up and out of the zone. It's popped over to Hassenkope. Following on Goldberg. Goldberg, multiple goals in game 1. He looks for Zacci. Cut off by Cleveland and brought out. Stopped there by Pegley. And played up into the Pens end. Kumnik had the wrong end of his stick, but he's able to correct that and toss it up the ice. Something's definitely wrong with the stream. There we go. I think we got it. Working multiple devices. We have an icing on the Pens. It'll come the whole way down to the Pens end. 1-0 Pens lead, 6:02 to play. Defensive zone draw for the Pens lead. Puck in behind. Play it up, but not out by Baru. It'll come to Pegley. He'll work the puck back to center, carried back by the Barons. The Barons carrying play here recently. We're going to have a hook on Pegley. And apparently people learned a few things in the last broadcast, but it reigns true. Hooking is not legal in hockey, and it is also not legal on Liberty Avenue in Pittsburgh. Also not necessarily legal in Las Vegas. The penalties are different, usually either fine, prison time, and in the case of hockey, it's 2 minutes in the sin bin and a sin bin selfie for Maddox Pegley. Pens with a few too many sin bin selfies in game number 1. They're going to try to do their best to not take a penalty every about 4.5 minutes. Ulowitz behind the net, plays it up for Baru. Cut off by the Baron defenseman. Ulowitz gets back to it, though. The Penguins' forwards are way up ice. As they try to work it out, it'll be Avolia. He gains the Baron end shorthanded. Chipped back out the center where Ulowitz will take control and play it for Stillwagon. He loses control. A Baron skates into it. And they'll look to attack the Penn's end. 2-on-2. Back checking Baru getting there. And the stick of Avolia and Baru in the way. Now Baru comes to center. He cuts to one side. He's got a half a step. Now a full step. He's in. He fires low and off the pad. Getting back to the puck, Baru. Keeping it in the Baron end. Penn's doing some damage shorthanded here. Pressure coming from Ulowitz. Penn's forwards back to cover the D position. In the zone comes the Barons. A shot up high into the chest or arm of the netminder Helsel, who keeps it out. 32 seconds to play on the hooking minor. On Pegley, 4:14 in the period. Face off won by the Barons. A shot, rebound, both of them stopped, and the rebound gobbled by Helsel. Covering that one nicely, the netminder, Isaac Helsel. Goldberg on the draw, pops in front, skated free by Kumnik. He sends it up, not out, kept nicely the blue line. Hasenkope followed on, he was unable to clear. Kumnik will get it to center to Goldberg. Goldberg's in up the right side. He curls around, fires blocker side, and a save. Back come the Barons up the right. Cut off by Kumnik. The Barons are in on sides though. Stopping, shooting, that one sent wide. Penalty over. Back to full strength are your Penn's Elite. Played in behind by the Barons where Goldberg will collect. He's in behind the net. Get up around the wall. Brought on by Hasenkope. Hasenkope in up the right wing side. He looks to center to Zachi, cut off by the Baron defense. And cleared out by the Barons. Ulowitz there to break up the advancement, however. But the Barons will take it right back and they'll try again. This time it's Hasenkope in the way. He falls down at the blue line, able to clear though. And now it'll be Goldberg for Ulowitz. Ulowitz back to Goldberg, now to Lohr. Lohr off the wall for Zachi. He carries it into the Barons end, tries to go around a defenseman. Play cut off by Lohr and back to Zachi. He's got a cannon, he finds Hasenkope. He falls to his knees again in front, unable to get the shot through. Ulowitz pressures to keep in, but the Barons will clear. Ulowitz back to the puck and gets around one. Cuts in behind Hasenkope, feeds to him. Hasenkope looking to center, comes off of a player, in on net, comes out to the point for Avolia. He plays it back for Stillwagon. His shot in on net. Bouncing, a rebound there. Sent just wide by Ulowitz. Kept at the point by Avola, covering for the defenseman. After it is Hasenkope. It's bouncing off Stillwagon. It'll come through to Ulowitz. He's able to play it wide. On come the Barons. They send one on net. Gobbled up by the pads of Helsel, and he's sprayed with snow. Kind of bush league there. We'll have a D-zone draw. Coming for the Pens.
I swear it stepped through it before.
Barons win. Drag around one. Shot on net. Tracked and gloved by Helsel. What a save there. Shout out to the DJ here. What a song choice. Baru to take the draw. Cleveland wins it. Tosses it towards the net. Second shot, even more dangerous, goes just wide. Knocked out by Pegley for Avolia. Woolley is up the wing. He carries through, plays it off the wall, tries to get it. It's cut off by the Barons. Back they come. Lure back to cover. Plays it back to his netminder. In behind. Lure looks to break out. Picked off by a Baron. Down goes Lure and said Baron. And Pegley will clear it to the defenseman. Pressured by Baru. Played back down for Avola. Finally played out by Pegley. And after it is Baru. Baru pressuring the Baron defenseman. Carries it around behind and plays to the breakout. Baru and Goldberg trying to get to it there. The Pens do. Onside into the Baron end. It's in the feet of Baru, carried on by a Baron. Pressure coming from Straub. Works over to Baru, who winds up with a snapshot that flutters in and stopped by the Baron defenseman, or goaltender. Now it's the Kumnik. He looks to gain the zone. He's bodied. And the Barons will come the other way. A whack by Baru. No call on that. Pens get away with one there. Ulowitz comes the other way. Now it's Straub. Straub plays it up to the Baron blue line. He's knocked down on the wall. Played back to Kumnik. He's around one. Off the wall looking for Baru, and he finds him in the Baron end. And a late shot by Baru. He's going to hear about it from the official. But they will not call a penalty on that. Thank heavens. So, 1-0 Pens. End of period number one. A centering pass from Zachi found the skate of the Baron netminder and found its way into the net for the Pens goal in this one. Giving them a 1-0 lead. A game earlier today tied 4-4. These two teams are pretty evenly matched. It's fun hockey to watch. Hope you're enjoying it at home. I'm enjoying it here. Be nice if you could see the setup, folks. We got the game on. I got Pitt, Florida State on the iPad. Some AAA squared hockey in front of us. Your Pens up 1-0. Let's go, boys. We're about to drop the puck here, period. Number 2 underway. Zachi wins it towards Goldberg. It's back for Stillwagon. He plays it up the wall. But it's brought on by the Barons. Lure back to take control in his own end. Carries it into the safety behind the net. Plays it up for Hassenkope, just past his stick. A shot comes in. Isaac Helsel there to make a diving save. Isaac Helsel on the rebound. What a stop, folks. Helsel without his stick. The Barons still with the puck. Goldberg in behind the net, cut off by a Baron. Centering pass, spinning with it. Blocked by the defender in front. Stillwagon to the puck. Now Zachi, he tries to play it up for Hassenkope, kept by the Barons. Played back in for Stillwagon. Stillwagon looks for Lure. Barons peel off the wall, fire one. Helsel makes that save. Cleared by Zachi. Goldberg looking for the puck. Thrown towards the net, nobody in behind. But it rolls off the Barons' stick. Lure there. The Barons turn it back again. Pressured there, sent in behind for Zachi. He gets control but turns it over to the Barons. They work it from behind the net out in front. Shot up high, blocked by Stillwagon. Comes to Goldberg. Is he going to be able to clear? And he does. Gets it out and he's up the left wing side. Can he turn it into a scoring chance? Maybe. Looks to follow on. Stillwagon steps in, keeps it in the zone briefly. Pegley there to break up the Barons' advance, however. Carried in by Cleveland around a defender. Baru there to pick him up, but he dangles that one. Looks to center. Sent towards the net on the backhand. And the rebound sits out front. It's tapped in. The Barons will get one. They have controlled the second period play thus far in the Penn's end, and this one bounces around, finds an open guy, and that open guy finds the back of the net. Helsel tracking that one off skates, off sticks, unable to come up with that. We'll be back to center in a 1-1 game now. Tied just like the first game. Pegley sends it up to Avolia. Played up into the Baron end. The Pens will try to get some pressure. In behind the net are the Barons. Stopping and starting, reversing play. Nice move by the defenseman. He gets it up to the half wall. Carried out around a Penn defender. Played off of Baron and into the Penguins' end. No icing here. Kumnick back to get it. Cleveland collects, centers it. No one home for the Pens again, but off the Baron stick, and it'll come through to Avolia. Oh, the Barons turn it the other way. They come in up the right wing side. A shot from outside. Trickles sent just high and wide of the blocker side of Helsel. The Barons back on the puck on the left wing side. It'll be Straub there. Straub finds Kumnick, who looks up and finds Baru at center. He's out into the offensive zone, but cut off by a Baron defender, and they look to go the other way. That puck broken up by Avolia, but the Barons quickly back to work again. A shot in. Helsel nicely plays it off. The rebound sent wide. Played up and out of the zone by Avolia. He's out the center. He's got Strauby with him. Works it towards Straub. He's unable to get control, so he'll play it deeper. Avolia in the corner. Working there, it's Zachi. Zachi comes out. Tipped up high. Played in behind for Hasenkope. Hasenkope goes down in the corner. He spent a little bit of time on his rear end today. He's got to stay on those feet there. Played up to the blue line and passed lower, but cut off by Ulowitz. Hasenkope now. He falls down on the half wall. Maybe there's an edge issue. Zachi comes in. He's into the offensive zone. And it comes to Hasenkope. Johnny on the spot looking to shoot. Blocked by a Baron defender. He goes down in the corner. Hope he's okay. Ulowitz with a poke check and a tripperoonie. No call. Sent the whole way down the ice and will have icing. They can see the icing. Apparently can't see the tripping. So we'll have an offensive zone draw for the Penguins. It'll be the line of Baru, Straub, and Avolia. Still Wagon and Pegley, your D pair. Back to Pegley, his shot towards the net off a skate. Into the corner it goes. Straub into challenge. Pegley to the puck. He plays it deeper for Straub. Played in behind Avolia, gives chase. Baru will cut that play off. He's got it on the half wall looking to center. It's sent in behind off of a Baron defender. Avolia from behind, twisting. Unable to get that one on net. Stopped at the blue line by Pegley and kept in. A Baron forward, knocks it out of the air. But Straub on his knees able to play it further. Played up off the boards and the whole way down. We'll have another ice. On ice, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Icing on the Barons. 9:34 to play. 1-1 Pens and Barons in the second period. Zachi to take the draw. He's got Hasenkope and Goldberg. Kept in by Kumnick. Played in behind. Zachy and Goldberg try to keep it in, but it'll be Ulowitz at the blue line with a nice play. Covering for him, Hasenkope. Hasenkope able to keep it at the blue line and turn it to Goldberg. Knocked off his stick. Ulowitz there to break that play up, though, and they come in the zone. Ulowitz tries to go around one. It's poke check, but followed on by Hasenkope. He centers and falls, and Zachy will follow on. Up the left wing side come the Barons. And they'll get to the Penguins line. They stop and somehow stay on sides. A shot sent wide. Pens controlled play since that Baron goal. Now the Barons are in the Pens end here for a bit. They go D to D. Stepping into a shot. Here it comes. And he finds the corner. An absolute laser from the defenseman at the point. Finding the high blocker side past Housel. And giving the Barons a 2-1 lead here in period number 2. Baru on the draw, wins it towards Avolia. He plays it further. Cut off by the Barons and back they come. Lohr plays it up, but not out. His good defensive positioning gets control of it, and his speed will make a 2-on-1 with Baru. He passes it to him. Baru having to twist to get control of it, and the Barons break it up briefly. They'll try to come out. They work it up and out of their own end. Carried up to the blue line. Pressured there by Avolia. Shot comes in, and Housel makes the save. Lower in behind the net, works it to Straub, who throws it towards Avolia. He finds him, and they look for Baru. That's broken up by a Barons defenseman. And offsides. The call? It'll be Zachy on the draw. He's got Goldberg and Hasenkope, Pegley and Kumnik. Your defense pairs. Zachy wins the draw. It's Goldberg into the Baron end, centering it. It's off of a stick to Zachy. He whacks it towards the net. Hasenkope to the puck. He's down in behind the net. Cleared up to the left wing and cross ice pass by the Barons. Hasenkope pressures it, comes away with it. He's into the left wing corner. He spins out of that but loses the puck. It's played up. Goldberg intercepts it, plays it for Kumnik. Kumnik keeps it in at the point and sends it deeper. Zachy will skate in. He looks to shoot. Blocked. Shot again. He scored from there in the first period. Why not try it a second time? Goldberg breaks up the breakout play, and Pegley keeps it in at the point. Sent back in behind where Zachy will go get it. Luka Zachy in after the puck. The Barons break out to the left, however, and carry through center. Played as far as Kumnik, who looks up and looks for Hasenkope. It bounces over his stick, and the Barons look to counterattack. Goldberg takes possession. Sends it cross ice for Zachy. Zachy collects it on the wall. Plays it up past outside of the blue line, and again hopping over the stick of Hasenkope. Hasenkope and Kumnik after the puck. Hasenkope to pressure in behind. Turning out of it, the recent goal scorer for Cleveland. He plays it to the right wing side, cutting in front nicely, Baru. Engaging the battle, winning it, and it comes to Goldberg. He's on the wall. But the Barons turn it the other way. It'll be a back-checking Baru getting to it. He plays it further in the Pens direction, but nobody but Barons there to cut it off. Ulowitz looks for Hasenkope. It's past his stick, and on come the Barons. Played over the blue line, and it'll be Baru back to get it. He's pressured by two Barons. He beats one, but it trickles to the other. Peels off the wall, looks, stops, shoots. Housel makes the save. Down goes a Penguin. And the Barons will turn it the other way. Baru in behind. Comes out from behind his net. Looks to feed it to Straub. Barron there in the way to cut it off. Shooting from the blue line off the backside of Ulowitz to Baru. Baru goes down, a shot. I don't think Helsel saw it. A shot from the top of the circles. Finds the blocker side. I think Helsel lost sight of the puck. It'll be Zachi with Goldberg and Hasenkopf. The Pens look to regain a 1-goal deficit here. They were up 1-0. It's Zachi into the zone. They know they can do it. It's been a relatively even game here. Ulowitz with a nice defensive play again. He'll get the puck. He's got some moves and he makes them. He looks for Zachi. What a feed there. It comes through to Hasenkopf. Hasenkopf on the right wing, stopping, turning back. Gets it to the point man, Ulowitz. He throws a bouncer in on net. Fell off by the Barons netminder. Played up the half wall to Goldberg. Goldberg sends it back in front off Zachi's stick, deflected wide. To it are the Barons, but Hasenkopf there. He's got help in front. He shoots one up high and caught by the Baron defender. A nice play there. That's what puck pressure gets you, folks. The puck pressure forces the turnover. The turnover results in the opportunity. And with 4:18 to play, it's 3-1 Cleveland here in the second. Luka Zachi battling for the puck, skating out with it, a Baron, and the whack by the Pegley, and down went a Baron. That's gonna be a tripping call. Bit of a tough call there. Stick into the shin, down went the Baron, and in for a second sin bin selfie goes Pegley. So the Pens will have a penalty to kill with 4:07 to play in period number 2, trailing 3-1. We're gonna deploy the penalty killers of Avolia. Straube with Kumnik and Lohr the defense. Avolia wins it forward into the Baron end, and they'll look to come out on the power play up into the left wing corner. Pressured there by Straub. Down goes Straub, he takes out Lohr. The Barons have a 3-on-1 in behind. In behind the net, a centering pass comes the whole way through. Skating to it is Straub, but Lohr cuts in front of him and takes the puck. He's in up the right wing side. A shot on net there, short-handed. The Barons are up. I know we're having video problems. We're working on it. We are working on it. Bear with us. I think the video should be up shortly here. GoPro repowering. All right, we are back live here. No damage on the power play. Cleveland's had it in the Pens' end. Centering pass there. Fought off a pad save by Helsel. Cleared by the Penguins' defense. And out comes Goldberg, not the goalie, up the right wing side. He's into the Baron end, 1-on-5 here. Carries it in behind. Pens changing behind him. He works it up to the point for Ulowitz. He turns it back to Goldberg. Ulowitz there, down to his knees, whacking at it. It comes free to Baru. Baru fires off of a shin guard. And back come the Barons. They're up the left wing side now. Shot from the outside, gobbled up by Helsel and covered nicely. 1:44 to play in the period. 3-1 Barons. It's Zachi winning the draw. It'll be Stillwagon skating it out nicely. Carrying it out over the blue line, working it forward, staying on the puck, taking a bump, moving it to Hassenkope. Nice clear by Stillwagon. Hassenkope into a corner. He looks to center. Comes to Stillwagon. Cut off there. Kept in at the blue line by Ulowitz. A good little defenseman there. He keeps it again and plays it deep. Zachi there. Goldberg back to Ulowitz. He whacks it again into the Baron end. This time they'll try the other side with a little more success. Working it deep into the Pens end. No icing here. Not a great call. Not sure the referees were paying attention. Goldberg back to get it. He'll clear it around for Ulowitz. And up comes Ulowitz. We're going to have a delayed penalty call on the Barons. The Pens will get to their first Seven Fields Wealth Management power play here. Tied up is Hassenkope. He goes down in the corner, but he works the puck free to Ulowitz on the rush. Looks to center off two Barons. No control. Pens will get possession. It's Stillwagon. He shoots it towards the net. Deflected. In. Worked. Covered. Cross check. Kept out. The puck in the net. The puck's in the net. But we had a whistle before it went in. Whistle before it went in. So it's 3-1 Pens. Pens head to the Seven Fields Wealth Management power play. Their first of the game. The last game saw quite a few of these. So let's see how this one works out. Baru at center. He turns with it into a corner. Uses his body to protect nicely. Looks to center. Cut off by a Baron. He taps at it again. Gets it to Avolia. Avolia's pressure turning it the other way. Avolia pressured by three Barons. Now it'll be up. Pegley looking to keep it at the blue line. Gets past him, but not for long. He regains it center ice. Works it to Baru. Now to Avolia. Avolia's got Baru with him. Three Barons there in support. And the Barons come away. Into the offensive zone goes Pegley, but that horn means the end of period number 2. Where the Barons lead 3-1. The Pens 1-0 early lead. Barons have had the last 3. Shout out to the Pitt Panthers, currently beating some team from Florida, 17-14. So we'll look to start period number 3 here. 15 minutes on the clock. The Pens will have 1:31 on the power play when we come back. So we're back with the third period. Opening draw taken in off sides. Zachi wins the draw towards Hassenkope. He falls down and back come the Barons. Nice stick by Zachi, keeping it out of the Pens end, but they follow in up the right side. A shot from out front, stopped by Housel and covered nicely. Stop and play. D-zone draw coming up for your Pens Elite. Worked into a corner by Kumnik. He spins out of a check there. Down they go, and out come the Barons. Pens on the power play, but the Barons with the pressure. It's played past the point man, and onto it comes Zachi. Zachi into the offensive zone with the howitzer. Shot up off the goaltender. A whistle as the puck goes into the corner. I think the referee lost sight of it. Not sure how, because if he was looking for it, it was pretty easy to find. It'll be Baru, Straub, and I think Avolia with still Wagon and Lore on D. One back to the point for Lore. He fires from outside off a defender and cleared all the way down. Icing, it will be a little ice, baby, too cold. Baru to take the draw again. Played to the point man, Stillwagon. Stillwagon pressured by Cleveland, and out they come. Tipped up to the right wing, but chased down by Lore. He'll spin it out the other way and send it to Baru. Avolia takes possession. Chipped back into the Pens end where Straub will play it back in. Baru battling there. Following on Lore. Lore spins around. Baru comes up with it. Out comes a Baron out of the sin bin. The penalty over. Straube looking for Baru. It's just past his stick, but he pickpockets a Baron. They take it right back, but not giving up. Grayson Baru in hot pursuit of the right wing up the right-hand side. Around a defender and firing a shot just wide. Stillwagon collects it there and looks to break. Down to his knees and back up. Knocked down again. Lure follows on. Zachi in behind. He's spun around. Played up to the half wall and out by Straub. Straub carries, looks for Avolia. It's off his stick, but he collects on the other side of a Baron. A big shot, and he finds the cage. The twisted wrister tickles the twine off the shoulder of a Baron defender and into the back of the net. And the Pens are within one, 3-2 with 12:40 to play in period number 3. Maddox Pegley better skate. That is the message coming off the faceoff. An icing for the Pens, 12:32 to play. They've made it a 3-2 game. That message coming right from Maddox's dad, our talented and ultra important cameraman on the broadcast today. Big thanks to him. In behind the net. Played out. Oh, turning with it a Baron. He goes down. And out come the Pens. It's Goldberg. Goldberg carries up the right-hand side. He's got Kumnik with him. And Zachi trailing is around one. He looks. He centers. It's off the goaltender and behind the net. Zachi to pressure. He's cut off by a Baron. And out come the Barons on the right side. They'll not gain the red. They'll just throw it in. And it'll be another vanilla ice baby. We need to get like the Kona ice truck out here for this game. Lots of icing. Offensive zone draw coming for your Pens Elite. Kumnik. Avolia. Strauber with Ulowitz and Stillwagon. The Barons get the puck, but cut off by Ulowitz, sent deeper by Straub. Turning with it are the Barons. They'll get up and out of the zone. Skating to it, Stillwagon. He turns it back out of the Penn zone. Barons will look to regroup. Avolia pressures the puck along with Straub. It's chipped into the Penn's end, where Stillwagon will get to it. He plays it behind for Baru. He fans on it, and it's taken by the Barons. They play it low to high to the point man. Pressured nicely by Avolia. Out comes Avolia with Baru. He's got Baru. He carries into the zone. He still has Baru. He'll fire, though, and it'll be gloved down. Big shot from Ty Avolia there. And it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Penguins. Penguins win the draw. They work it over to Lure at the D. A tip, and it's just off the post. What a shot, Lure. Deflected in front by, I believe, Zachi, and it comes off the post. Goldberg has the puck now. Stopped at the blue line by Pegley. The Pens applying some pressure. Cleveland gets it to center, but cut off there by Goldberg. He looks to play it back into the Baron end, and they'll look to regroup. They come through center, up the left wing side, into the Penguins' end. A centering pass cut off by Pegley. He'll lift it up, but not out. Cut off by the Barons. Played into the corner, another centering pass. Cleared by Zachi, up for Hassenkope, and he'll clear the offensive zone. He carries the puck into the Barons' end up the right wing side. He's bodied off, and back come the Barons. They counter the other way now. Up the left side. Wide, centering. Kumnik there to cut it off. Another centering pass. This one stopped by Helsel. What a save there. Centering pass from behind the net. An extra shout out to the Panthers, who've scored again on that team from Florida. 24-14 in that game. We're going to talk as much about it in the first half because their second halves aren't great. Pops free to Baru. He comes around one. He's got half a step. Can he keep him off? He sends it in behind the net, and Goldberg will go back to pressure it. Played up, but no further than Lure, who tries to keep it. It's off of Barron, though. And look at the back-checking Penguins. 3 of them hustling back. Helsel there with the save. That's energy and effort, folks. The Pens trying to tie this one up. 9:11 to play. Period number 3. Also, Florida leading Georgia 38-21 at half. Have either of those teams played defense yet today? They just rolling out 2 offensive units. The Barons win the draw, work it to the point, challenge there, sent in and high and wide, bring it from behind the net, cut off by Baru, and he'll come out the other way. He plays it off the wall for Avolia. Avolia, up ice, he's got another 2-on-1. He's got Strauber with him. Deflected to the side by a Baron, looking to center, I think, for Baru, but they end up in the goaltender. And we'll have an offensive zone draw for the Pens. Worked into the Pens end by the Barons. Cleared up but not out. Now it'll come out. It's Avolia. He's up the left wing side. Carries it into the Barons end. Cut off there and brought the other way. Around 1 go the Barons. 2-on-2 now. They drive in and crisscross. Crisscrossing. Driving to the middle. He dangles and finds the back of the net behind Helsel. With speed, cutting across, using crossovers to go left to right, changing the angle on the netminder and finding the back of the cage. And it's 4-1. Barons. 8:16 to play. It'll be Zachi, Hassenkope, and Goldberg. The Barons up the left side. Hassenkope peels with it there. Worked on by Lore. He runs into some resistance. And back come the Barons by themselves. A breakaway. Fired high over the net. Pegley gets to it. He works it for Zachi. Zachi and Goldberg go to work. Goldberg spins it to center. The Barons fire it back in offsides. And we'll have a neutral zone draw. Neutral zone draw won by the Barons. Worked back to the defenseman. He goes cross ice to the left wing. Worked into the Penn's end, cut off by Lore. Lore finds Zachi. Zachi up ice. He looks for Goldberg. It's off the back end of his stick, just behind him. Now the Penn's back to it. It's Zachi with a shot from way outside. Hassenkope with the pressure, turning it back into the corner. The Barons work it out the center. It'll be Pegley. Pegley's up. Reverses to Zachi, and he taps it to Hassenkope. Nice play. Lots of help here. Into the corner goes Hassenkope. He gets it taken from him by a Baron, and out come the Barons. Up the right wing side, it's a 2-on-2. Kubnik and Lore get back, but the Barons are in offsides. It'll be Baru, Avolia, and Straub. Ulowitz and Kubnik, your D pair. The Barons carry into the left side of the Penguins' end. They look to center, cut off by Kubnik. Kubnik sends it around for Avolia. He works it up, but not out. Followed on, though, by Ulowitz. Having a game, folks, up the left wing side. He looks to stop and start, falls down, taken by a Baron. Did it shut off again? Yeah. It's safe. Work on video here real quick. I think we're back. It's an icing on the Pens. Defensive zone draw for Grayson Baru, won by the Barons. Coming in off the half wall. Played up high. Stillwagon there, battling hard. He goes down and away come the Barons. Their shot deflected by the stick of Lore and covered up by Helsel. It'll be another draw in the Penguins' end. It'll be Zachi, Hassenkope, Goldberg with Lore and Stillwagon the D. Stillwagon gets to it. He plays it up the wing. Cut off by the Barons, and they come back into the middle. Looking to the left wing. Played up. And the Pens will be able to carry it out. It's Hassenkope with Zachi. In comes Hassenkope. He looks for the pass and takes the shot. Good job licking the goalie off there. That shot just went wide. Turned back the other way by Goldberg, and now it'll be Zachi to it. Goldberg on the half wall. The Barons come away with it, though, and they're up the right wing. The stick of Stillwagon in the way, preventing that advance by the Barons, and out come the Pens. It'll be Hassenkope. Looks like he'll go off for a slash. Slash, also a great guitarist. With the big hat, gotta love it. Big hat, big hair. Go to Hair Nation on Sirius XM if you want to listen to a little bit of that. We'll have a neutral zone draw, 5:30 to play. Pens on the penalty kill here. Penalty killers will be Baru and Avolia. Pegley and Kumnik. Into the zone come the Barons, and a pass from the left to the right wing. And he tips it past Helsel, who was coming over to play it, and able to tap it in behind. And the Barons take a 5-2 lead. A power play goal by the Barons. Now with 5:21 to play, the Barons lead 5-2. Baru to take the draw. Won by the Barons. They go from left D to right wing nicely. They look to gain the Pens end and will. Kumnik stick there to break the play up. Kumnik looks to bring it out the other way, but it's cut off by the Barons. It'll be Kumnik getting back in the play. But the Barons send it deeper. It'll be Straub and Pegley. Pegley there first. Centering pass just over the stick of a Baron. And out comes the quick Baru. Skating with speed through the neutral zone with Tyavola with him. Poked off his stick by the Baron defenseman, and back they come the other way. Round one. And played deep into the Penguin end. Ulowitz there to I think that's Avolia. Avolia wins that battle. Played back to the point, and the Barons go D to D. Change the attack angle, and a shot comes in off the skate of Ulowitz. Ulowitz in the corner battling. A centering pass comes free. Stopped by Helsel. Second whack, third whack. I think Helsel got them all. The Barons possess. They're still in the Penguins' end. Another D to D pass. They're backhanded deep. No Penguin defenders there. And he turns out of it and fires one under Isaac Helsel for the 6th goal of the game. Penguins defense Barons got in behind the Penguins defense on that one. And it's 6-2 Barons. 3:53 to play in period number 3. Zachi, Hassenkope, and Goldberg, your forwards. Ulowitz and Stillwagon on D. Pens get it into the Barons end. The Barons go D to D and working up the right wing side. They play it all the way down. It will not be far enough for icing. Stillwagon will collect it. Oh, he fans on the pass, and the Barons are going to pressure him there. He gets help from Zachi, and it's worked up to Goldberg. Cut off from behind, but following on Ulowitz, who clears the zone. Now Zachi follows on. 3-on-2 for the Pens. Shot from Zachi, fought off by the Baron. Netminder cycled in behind. They look to break out the left side. And do a pass to the wing, up to the center. Ulowitz on the back check, into the zone come the Barons. Left wing side, turning it on the backhand. Played into a corner by Helsel. Coming out of that is Kumnik. He plays it up and past Hassenkope, where the Barons will collect and go D to D. Hassenkope right on him, though. The Barons reverse again to the left side. Hassenkope and Ulowitz will go to work there. Now the Barons will try the right side. And that side will find them in offsides. Neutral zone draw to come. Barons win the draw at center. They reverse play D to D again. Pressured by Baru. He comes away with it. Can they gain the Baron end? Battled for there. It'll be Pegley picking it up in the Pens end. He'll reverse it for Straub. Straub on the half wall. Plays it up, looking for Lore. Cut off by the Barons, and they've got it in the Pens end. Cycling from the left to the right. A shot comes in low. Helsel directs that past the rebound. And out comes Pegley. Pegley gets it to Lore. Lore chips it into the offensive zone, and he'll chase it down the defenseman in behind. Straube realizes it, covers the point, but back come the Barons. And they clear out the center. 1:38 to play. Pass from Pegley. How's that not offsides?
Where's the offside?
Comes off of Baron. In offsides, but they'll call him onsides. Now they go to work in front of the net. 2-3 whacks at it. Helsel there for each one. Pegley in behind the net. Looking for Straub. Comes off Straub back to Pegley. He looks for Avolia. Cut off by the Barons. The Barons turn it to the left wing. He shoots up high off Helsel, cleared by Baru. Pegley gets it to Avolia. Avolia up the right side. Chipped off his stick and out in the middle. Neutral ice, see the Barons take control into the Pens end. Up the right side, challenging Ulowitz. The Barons try to center. It goes off Helsel's stick. It ends up underneath the pad. We're going to stop and play with 44.4 to play. The Barons lead 6-2. Defensive zone draw. In behind the net of the Barons. 35 to play. Kumnik pressuring. Comes off Ulowitz's skate. Kumnik and Zachi battle. Pens win that to the half wall. It'll be Kumnik getting there first. He chips it up to Zachi, and Zachi will follow on up the right wing side. He's got Goldberg with him, as well as Hassan Cope. The Pens play it into the offensive zone. Looking to close the gap at least by one. They got 15 seconds to do it. A stop and start behind the net by the Barons. Played up to the wall. Pressure coming from Kumnik, keeping it in. Goldberg and Kumnik battle there. The Barons will clear the zone. That should end the threat and end the game. So a 4-4 tie in game one, a 6-2 loss in game two. And the Pens will leave the weekend 0-1 against the Cleveland Barons. Hopefully you'll join us back here. What should be, I don't know when we play next. You probably do. I probably don't. Whenever it is, I'll see you back here.